Do you all know how to get these nether boots which turn the ground below your feet to magma and even lava with every step you take? It requires as few as 9 command blocks and it works flawlessly. The very first thing I want you to do is creating a scoreboard that's called lava. You can do this by typing /scoreboard objectives add lava then dummy into the chat. You see, for me it doesn't work because I already created the scoreboard. Alright, let's have a look into the first command block. The whole selected section tests if the player is wearing golden boots and in case has them execute the attached command. Throughout this video, the selector arguments used will only change slightly and that only toward the end. But no worries, I'll tell ya. Whatever, this also tests for another thing, which is the block below the player's feet. As long as they're standing on magma, they will gain 1 lava score a tick. Moving on to the second block, you may be able to see a slight difference in the execute section. Right, this time it is tested that the according player is not standing on magma. If that requirement is met, the player's lava score will be reset. This will be important later on, but let's first focus on the rest. This next step uses crouch detection and therefore uses the positioned argument. This is where the relative coordinates need to be adjusted, but don't worry, I did that for you. Obviously. Now, if the player is crouching, there will be a magma block placed below their feet. However, don't you think that crouching is somewhat of a slow way to move? I do at least. This is where the next command comes in handy. It, again, tests whether the player is standing on a magma block, and if that is the case, it applies a speed effect with an amplifier of 7. You don't even have to be crouching this time, so just moving on magma will be useful enough, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Of course, this item would be pretty shitty if you took damage while touching lava or magma. A bit of fire resistance can fix that issue pretty easily though. Here you go. The first thing you might be seeing when looking at the screen currently might be the word lava. While not already implementing the lava score we talked about earlier and implemented earlier, this command block gives the player quite a little advantage as long as they're touching lava. Feel free to increase the amplifier of this strength effect whichever way you like. Before we move on to the next and in my opinion coolest section, I quickly want to tell you that you could do me a huge favor by leaving a like on this video and perhaps even subscribing to my channel if you enjoyed watching so far. If you have any suggestions for future videos, feel free to leave a comment as well. Alright, that command block is responsible for placing lava at the place position every 3 seconds while standing on magma. It's pretty similar to the one that places magma in the first place, you know, from the beginning, yet there are some differences. Remember when I told you that the selector arguments used will change slightly at some point? That time has come now, as you'll need to add a new score selector argument that tests for the lava score. In case you want the boots to take longer or shorter to generate lava while standing on magma, adjust the amount of lava score in each command block that includes it in the selector arguments. A value of 20 equals 1 second more delay, by the way. The other change, basically, just is that the lava is placed 1 block higher than the magma. Instantly after that, a sound called mob that blades that hit is played to the player. And lastly, the lava score is reset again, so everything can start over. If you also want to know how to get a helmet in Minecraft that turns you into an enderman, do not hesitate to watch the video on the screen after this one. See ya!